Hi, welcome back to Gaming for Gamers. So first off, Happy New Year to everybody who didn't watch the last video. Hope you all had a good New Year's Eve, and I hope your new year has begun better than for lots of people in gaming, because unfortunately in gaming we still have the same things going on, the same woke issues, the same backlash from people who are being backlashed against, etc, etc. So one thing that I found, and I'll probably go into more of this, but it's been New Year's, so I've not had time to go into every piece of gaming news, is Sweet Baby Inc. Will they ever go away? No. And I think the reason I want to mention Sweet Baby Inc. is more about the companies they're now working with than Sweet Baby Inc. I think you can make a case for the companies they worked with in the past, thinking, okay, we're doing the right thing. They didn't know quite what Sweet Baby Inc. was, maybe. They didn't know how their games were going to be received by gamers or anybody else. And so maybe they, innocently got involved with Sweet Baby Inc. And I guess that must be the case, because who wants to get involved with a company that's going to destroy your game and ruin you financially? But I think that excuse has kind of gone quite a while back. So it's quite amazing to me that this company could still have any connections in gaming other than with, maybe some tiny woke developer who just wants to make woke games for the sake of it. So a thing I saw online a few times recently, actually this morning and last night when I was looking for things to talk about or things that were going on in gaming, was a game called The Crush House. You probably haven't heard of it because it's not a well-known game, but it is a game, I think. It's published by Devolver Digital, which is a company that I've heard of. What I mean by that is there's lots of companies, that publish games that you don't know, and these are the big, massive ones. But I know Devolver Digital. I can't remember what games I bought with them, but I know I have. So it's a company I know. And they've got tied up with Sweet Baby, which is a shame, because I remember the name of Devolver Digital would be a name that if I'd seen it attached to a game in the past, I would have thought positively about, because, like I said, I bought games for them before that they published and I thought they were good. I can't remember the games actually, but I know I have. And they published this game, so they've gone down the Sweet Baby attachment route. And you think, why would you do that? Why would you know now? You know it's 2025, you know exactly what Sweet Baby is, you know exactly the reaction. Even if you'd made a game or been attached to a game that Sweet Baby was involved with and you not released it, you just wouldn't release it, or you just bin it because you know what's going to happen. And not only will you lose money, you'll damage your image for future projects. So it's weird. And I watched some footage of this game. And like I said, I think it's a game. I don't know what it is. And it's very weird. It's got kind of all those weird modern audience diversity tags, and you can see from looking at it. Look how it's done. If you've not seen it, and I suggest you watch 1 minute of the footage. It's really weird. It's like the characters look like they're drawn by the people or made by the people from BioWare, who made the Veilguard, Dragon Age of Veilguard. They're that kind of weird cartoony, but they're actually cartoons. So it's got that kind of weird Veilguard look of not quite realistic characters that look like they're kind of from Disney or Shrek, but these ones are actually completely cartoony, which is odd. Then you've got the fact they've all got that weird diversity thing where they don't look right and they're ugly and all that kind of business. And it's a kind of game that, from what I've seen of it, is a kind of dating simulator or reality TV simulator where you're meant to be interacting with people and, I don't know, kissing them and doing... It's really weird. I watched a bit of it and I couldn't work out what it was meant to be. And although I've read the tags of what it's meant to be, it doesn't look like that. And you think, why would you make a game like this in the first place? It's not even like Dragon Age of Veilguard, where you can see why someone might think that premise of a game, if you hadn't seen it and didn't know what the content was and the modern audience tags in it, and if you didn't know the way it's been twisted by the wokeists, you can see why that premise of a game would be something somebody might want. But this is a game that you think, who would want this? It's some weird, wokey, cartoony, ugly It's something you might get if you were, actually this is exactly how it looks to me. If someone had shown me this and said it was something being shown to school kids to explain diversity, I might believe that. In a very woke society, or in a very woke school, where they wanted to use a video game, well not a video game, just a video of simulating how you would deal with a woke society, this is what it would look like. And I think, why would you make a game like that? Who on earth do you think would want to play this? So it's got the bad parts of all the woke things from before, but it's even worse because it's not even actually really, not really, it's a game almost, and it's almost like a woke simulator. And then you think, why would a publisher like Devolver want to publish this game? I mean, they've published enough games in the past, they're not a new publisher. Why would they want to publish a game that not only is obviously woke and attached to Sweet Baby? Maybe they didn't think the Sweet Baby connection would surface, I don't know. But even if you didn't know any of that, the game is just something that you couldn't possibly believe would be fun for anybody. It's really odd. So anyway, the thing is, like I said, it's not just about Sweet Baby. We know what they do, we know what they want to do, we know how toxic they are. But it's the fact that people still publish games connected with them, and even if you didn't know this was connected with Sweet Baby, why would you want to publish it? It's obviously not a game that anyone would want. And there's other parts to this game that sound even more weird, but it would take more time to explain, and if you want to know about the game, I suggest you Google it. And there's some influencers trying to push paid promotion. It's very odd. But basically, why would you think this was a game regardless of whether it was connected to Sweet Baby? And I think that's the question going forward. I think we've had this with so many AAA studios and games where they've just completely lost the plot. They've lost focus on what games are, and some of the things we've had out, not just because they're woke, they're just rubbish games. And the same with this. It's just, what do you think you're selling and what are you trying to sell? Anyway, so that's my thoughts into the new year. Unfortunately, I would love to make a new year video saying woke is gone, Sweet Baby has collapsed, it's all finished and we're back to gaming from 5-10 years ago, but unfortunately that's not the case. Anyway, thanks for watching Gaming for Gamers. Till next time, take care for now.